Welcome to the video where I will share with you my top 3 low cap altcoins with 100x potential. Now, note that I am not a financial advisor, and just because I think these altcoins can all 100x from here, it is important that you understand they are risky. And if you choose to invest in them, note that I'm not telling you to invest in them and that the risk is completely on you. Okay, so with that being said, hey, let's head over to CoinMarketCap and we're going to dive in. I'm going to share with you these top 3 altcoins right away. Let's go. Okay, so we're here on the CoinMarketCap website, and I've got the very first low-cap altcoin with 100x potential pulled up. It is called SuiSwap. This is a decentralized exchange built on the SUI blockchain, and it's currently trading around 0.002. You can see that if this thing was to 100x, its price would be around 0.2, okay? Now, 100x as far as market cap wise goes would be about 1.9 billion and a fully diluted market cap of about 2.2 billion. Okay, note that the fully diluted market cap and the market cap are pretty close because we see 88.42% of the tokens in the circulating supply. That is good. Obviously, I would like to see all tokens in the supply simply because then we don't have to be concerned about more tokens coming into the supply, but it depends on how these tokens are utilized, how long they're locked for, etc. So for the sake of this one, 88.42% of the tokens in the circulating supply, that is pretty good. I'm okay with that. Now, personally, I think SuiSwap could pull pancake-like gains in the next bull run. Now, obviously, I'm not going to say that it's going to pull PancakeSwap-like gains, but because it's a relatively new decentralized exchange built on a relatively newer blockchain that has exploded onto the scene, a blockchain that is even faster than the likes of Solana, I think we're going to see this project do really, really well. And partly because I think that SUI blockchain will do well. And in that case, I think the SuiSwap project built on the SUI blockchain will also do well. Now, obviously, it's pretty small market cap, right? So if you think about this, note that in the last little month here, we've seen this project decline quite a bit, like 43%, right? So this is a really, really great opportunity to get in. So if we look at this project in terms of when it pumped, if you look at, let's say, for example, Solana and Avalanche and coins that are in the Solana and Avalanche ecosystem, you'll notice that they all pumped before this one. So the SUI blockchain started pumping a little bit later, and naturally this SuiSwap project also followed that pump after, okay? So if you take a look at this here, while Solana and Avalanche and the likes of coins that are in those ecosystems pumped end of, October, early November 2023, this thing really didn't start pumping till around the middle of December. Had a nice little pump, sharp drop off, a massive pump, sharp drop off, another massive pump, and now a pretty sharp drop off, okay? 43% drop off from this peak up here. So I personally think this is a really, really great entry point. Now, obviously, it's shown that it's been declining, right? So it's just a matter of time, I personally think, before this will reverse. But I don't know how low it would go, right? Do I think it would get down to here? I don't think so. But it's very possible that we'd see it drop to 2, maybe to 0.0015, maybe. I don't know, right? But remember that if this thing turns around, it's going to be like a rocket ship to the upside, I personally think. So what I'm looking for also is I'm looking at what the SUI blockchain is doing. And recently the SUI blockchain has started pumping again. So if I'm seeing that the SUI blockchain is pumping, it's very likely that in due time this thing will follow it, okay? So that's kind of what I'm looking for. I'm watching what the SUI blockchain does. If you're on the fence, if you want to get in on this project, then you could do kind of the same thing. Again, I'm not telling you to do this, right? And if you do it, the risk is on you. But if you're watching the SUI blockchain, you're seeing, hey, this thing is starting to pump strong. Naturally, in most cases, projects that are good on the exchange will follow those pumps. And I think that's what's going to happen with SSWP. And I'm just giving you an idea for, I don't know how low it's going to drop. So I don't know the best entry point, but I do think right now actually is a great entry point for this project simply because it's down, 43% in the last month from this peak up here. And I think once this turns around, it's going to go way past this peak, easy, no problemos, I think, okay? But just because I think it doesn't mean it's going to happen. Now, on to the next one. It is called Solana. So this is the second low-cap crypto altcoin with 100x potential, and this one is very interesting. It's already been through a crypto bull run, which is great because it survived a crypto bull run and a crypto bear run. Now, it's still here. This is a decentralized exchange built on the Solana chain, and it's also a launch pad for new projects. Very interesting to note, this thing has gone as high as $5.70, still down 95% from its all-time high, and I think easily this thing blows past this easy in the next bull run. Now, price-wise, trading close to 28 cents. So, if we're talking 100x would take you close to $28 for this project, and a market cap closing in on 28 million. So 2.8 billion would be 100x. Fully diluted market cap exactly the same because we got 100% of the tokens in the circulating supply. Honestly, I love this project a lot. And out of all three that I'm going to share with you, this one probably comes with the lowest risk. And the reason I say that is because it's already been through a bull run and it's already been through a bear run and it's still here. And it's a great project as far as utility goes in the crypto world. And Solana chain is going to do really, really well. Solana has already shown us that it's doing really well in the bull run. And I think Solana will have a coming out party this bull run. And the Solanium token, the Solanium project will do really, really well. In my opinion, I think this thing could easily 100x from here. So whatever you want to do with this one, it's on you. If you want to learn more about it, go to their website. But this one I love a lot. Okay. Now, Clore AI is the third one. Now, with Clore AI, I wanted to share this one with you. It's a little bit larger market cap at the time of me filming the video as opposed to SSWP and Slim. But if you notice, it's been pumping a little bit, obviously, as of late, up 19% in the last day. $41 million market cap, fully diluted market cap, 50 million. And it just jumped literally from 41 to 43 million. 50 million fully diluted market cap. So the reason for that is because you can see here the circulating supply of about 249.5 million. And you can see the total supply is 249 some million, right? So we don't have all the tokens in the circulating supply for this one. So down the road, I don't know what the tokenomics are. I don't know when tokens will be released, etc. So you could, see obviously more tokens come into the circulating supply. That is obviously something to be aware of, okay? If this project 100x's from here would be around $17 with a market cap of around 4.3 billion, fully diluted market cap would be around 5 billion at that point. Not impossible. And especially since we're talking a project that's in the AI space, okay? This is really, really interesting. Something to note here, if you take a look at this up here, this guy said, Clore, guys, seriously, compare with render tokenomics. If you do, we'll come to the conclusion that Core could do 100x within this bull run. It is a real diamond if the team is stable. So this is something interesting to note. And I wanted to share this project with you. It's relatively new, so it doesn't have a lot of history, but it has shown us that it can pump very strong. And what's interesting is you see a very sharp drop off, but then it found strong support going sideways up and down right here. And now obviously it's spiking again, right? So it kind of had a strong support floor at 0.12. And it's up 5 cents above that already at the time of me filming the video. And I think this one is going to do really, really well. I think this one is probably up there as far as the risk goes. This one and SushiSwap are probably riskier simply because we don't have the history on them. But this Clore AI is interesting because it's in the AI space. And I think anything AI related, especially if it has utility, strong utility and use case and value, will do really, really well because of the AI narrative. If you look at even in the stock market, a lot of the AI stocks are booming. And I think this is what we're going to see with Clore AI. Because it's in that AI space, I think it could naturally just benefit from that storyline and that narrative of AI and naturally go to crazy high market cap and numbers in the next bull run. Now, that's just simply what I think. And the reason I picked Clore AI is because, first off, it's a relatively close market cap to fully diluted market cap. So we don't have, a bunch of tokens that are not in the supply. You could see that, the trading volume on it is not too crazy high, but not too bad. And it's relatively small, obviously, like I said, still relatively low, relatively new, had a pretty sharp pullback. Now it's spiking to the upside, right? So it shows me all signs of something that has 100x potential in the bank. And especially with being in line with that AI narrative, I think Clore AI could absolutely pull a 100x, no problemos. Now, again, just because I think that does not mean it will. And to sum up this video, what I want to let you know is if you do want to invest in SSWP, Solanium, and or Clore AI, then click the first link down below. Sign up for MEXC. You can buy all of these tokens over on MEXC instantly in seconds with virtually no fees. And note that if MEXC is not fully functioning in your area, then click the second link down below, sign up for Nord VPN, switch your IP address location to a location where MEXC is fully functioning, and you can use the entire platform without any problems. I do want to let you know on these 3 low-cap altcoins with 100x potential that I shared with you, there's no per se specific order that I would look at them. But as far as risk goes, I think Solanium is the lowest risk simply because we have the most amount of data on it. It's been through a crypto bull run. It's been through a crypto bear run. It's established itself. It's got a much stronger, let's say, established presence than something like SSWP and Clore AI. So therefore, it is, in my opinion, less risky. I think it still has tremendous upside. Does it have as much upside as maybe something like SSWP and Clore AI? I don't know. We're going to have to see. I tend to think that SSWP might have more upside than Solanium. And the reason I think that is because SSWP, while it is newer, it is on the SUI blockchain, a decentralized exchange. The SUI blockchain is relatively new. It's exploded onto the scene. It's seen crazy fast growth in a relatively short period of time. It's faster than the Solana chain. So this is very interesting, and we're going to ultimately see. And I think if SUI does really, really well, I think SUI will do better percentages in terms of gains than Solana. Naturally, I think that is what will cause SSWP to do better percentage gains than something like Solanium, but I could be completely wrong. I think Solana is more concrete in the sense that Solana is more established. So it's almost a given that Solana will do really well in the next bull run. Therefore, making it almost a given that Solanium will do really well as well. Solanium also is somewhat established. So it has that going for itself. SSWP, relatively newer, not as established. The SUI blockchain, relatively newer, not as established, but faster than Solana. And if it continues to see the growth it's seeing, it's not going to get to the market cap of Solana, but its multiplication on its growth will be higher. Its percentages are going to be higher. And therefore, I think SSWP could also be higher. Like I said, I think SSWP could be the pancake swap of the last bull run. I think. I'm not saying it will be. I think it could be. Okay. Now, interesting, if you want to know what pancake swap did from when it launched to its like peak, crazy numbers. Okay. But we're not going to get to that. Okay. The other thing is to sum this video up, Chlor AI, the final one that I picked. I would put Chlor AI as, if I had to rank them, I would say Solanium, SSWP, Chlor AI. But it's tough because Chlor AI is in the AI space. And the AI space, I think, will naturally benefit from that strong narrative, that strong storyline. And therefore, it makes it really hard for me to say Chlor AI third. But I'm going to put it third on the list. But I think Chlor AI could see explosive growth simply because of AI narrative. Now, all of these projects, you can learn more about them. Literally go to their website, check out more of what they are. Every single project I gave you has quite strong utility within the crypto world. And that is something that I look for. Every project I also gave you has, if not all, most of the tokens in the circulating supply. That's also something I look for because I don't want a project that has 10% or 20 or 25% of the tokens released, because now we've got 70 or 80% of tokens that if they get released and added to supply, what do you think that's going to do to the price? Okay, so you got to keep that in mind. I think every single project I shared with you has easy 100x potential, but you must understand that they come with risk. Okay, with that said, I've told you about the risk many times. If you want to invest, I told you how to do so. First link down below, sign up for MEXC, and you can literally trade with the lowest fees on the market right away at your own risk. And hey, like this video, give it some love, and leave any thoughts or questions you have in the comments for me below. Let me know, have you heard of these tokens? What are your thoughts on the video? What are your thoughts on the tokens? And hey, if you have other crypto tokens you want me to cover, let me know what they are, and I'll do my best to make future videos for you on those tokens. Hey, just let me know, okay? And make sure you have subscribed to the channel. If you have not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button now, because hey, every single video, whether it's a price prediction video or videos like this where we identify different altcoins that we think have mega upside, we essentially identify new opportunities that could help us multiply our money. And this is the goal. So you don't want to miss out on that crypto money. So if you do not subscribe, you're going to miss out. So if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Subscribe so you don't miss out. All right, hey, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. Stay blessed. I wish you a great, healthy, amazing, productive rest of your day. Let's get this money. Let's go.